Evening, everyone. It's 5:45, and this is your closing comment. It's video number 609. And I remind everyone, if you like the work, please hit the subscribe button. It is definitely something that helps support us. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, then you haven't seen what's gone on with GameStop. But fortunately, most people don't. But I'm going to go into it anyway. This is a stock that at year end was trading at about $18, $18.84, I believe was the exact number. And it has been the subject of a short squeeze. That is, people buying the stock and people who are short the stock being forced to cover on the upside. So on Friday for last week, it was up 83% to $65 and a penny. And then today, it managed to close, or is trading in late trading at 76.79, up $11.78, or 18%. But that doesn't take into consideration at all the fact that the stock actually traded 159.18 today. I'm going to get rid of this chart and show it to you because it is just unbelievable. Let's put in GME. Pretty interesting chart, considering that back here in September it was trading at $7, and in October it was trading at $15, and then here early December it was $19. But the real action starts here. This is January the 13th. On January the 12th, it had closed at $19.96. Next day, up $11 to $31 and change. Then spent 4 days, 5 days consolidating here, basically between 46 and 34. Not a small range. Then on Friday, it was up 21.98. 21.98, which was pretty extreme, but not nearly as extreme as today. But I think I'm going to give you a little better look at this. Let's look at the intraday and see what it actually did today, just today. Up to 159.18, down to 85, sideways from 103 down to 61, back to 85, and then it kind of calmed down. But to give you an idea, these are 5-minute bars. You just really don't see it this often, and it absolutely will end badly, and it'll end badly for the people who can least afford it. Those who are, new to trading or trading their stimulus check or whatever. In any event, I've been in this market for just over 50 years. I've seen this before. There will be tears. Okay, so let's go back to the futures and take a look at what happened here for the rest of the day. But let me go through a few things here. Moderna, good news from them on the fact that they feel that their COVID vaccines will have a positive effect even with these 2 or 3 new variants. Apple 142.92, up 386 after trading at 145.09. It was up 2.8%, but that is a new all-time high. Same with Tesla. Tesla trades 900 spot 40. Currently 880.80, up 34.16 or 4%. Kimberly Clark, which reported this morning, they beat top and bottom. It had closed on Friday 132.21. This morning it was trading around 135, 135 and a quarter, but it managed to get all the way up to 140.98 and closed regular hours at 136.51, up $4.30, and that's 3.25%. And this is another one of those it will end badly stories. AMC, the movie theater company, their stock this morning was trading $4.80, up $1.30 when we talked. It traded as high as $4.88 and closed regular hours $4.42, up 91 cents or 29%. The reason that I say that this will end badly also is really simple. It's great that they'll be able to that they've borrowed enough money to be able to support themselves through the pandemic, or so it seems. Nobody knows if you can go through it because nobody knows how long it'll be. But what was more important is that the $917 million that the company has raised, a great deal of it was stock, which means that the stock is dramatically diluted. And secondarily, they raised money from a vulture fund, $100 million. I mentioned this last week, I believe. They're paying 15% for that money, which is hardly cheap. And on top of that, they have to start repaying it in July. The reason that I say this is another bad one is because today at $4.40, this company's market cap is barely $970 million. And that includes that $917 million that they've just raised. So basically, we're talking about a deal that's economic value is almost supplanted by the amount of borrowing that it has made just to get even. We also have, this is a big earnings week, and tomorrow we have 3M, Microsoft, American Express, Verizon, and J&J. Those are the big names. And considering that they both made new all-time highs, earnings on Wednesday for Apple and Tesla ought to be pretty interesting. We also have Telephone, Boeing, and Facebook on Wednesday. I'll continue to update these every night because it's just too cumbersome to go through the whole list. We also tomorrow have FHFA housing index for last month. We also have consumer confidence and the November readings for the Case-Shiller home price index. In the markets, the Dow managed a huge rally. It was down over 400 today. It closed down barely 36.98, 0.12%, although the advanced declines were still 1.5 to 1 down. NASDAQ and the S&P both new all-time high closes and new all-time high intraday. The NASDAQ closed up 92.93 or just under 0.7%, and it too was about 1.2 to 1 down. Volume was up again today, so that's kind of hard to read. We also had the S&P up 1380, 0.3%. As I said, that one is also a new all-time high, and the Russell was down $5.50, and transports were down $6.72. Not even worth mentioning what percents those are. We had the oil up 50 cents. We also had the nat gas, which we are long, up 14 cents. I want to give you a look at this one because I think it's important, because we were in well, we don't need to look at the intraday, although it was nice, moved up in the morning, consolidated, tested the low, moved higher, and spent the day going sideways to higher. But let's go back to a daily chart. And 6 months. And as you can see, we have broken the downtrend line when we bounced off the 200-day MA, rallied back to the point of breakdown right here in this 285 area, came back down to above the line and then turned up. And today we closed practically on the high, and a very strong day. Our option position really improved today. Gold was down $1, which is really nothing. I also want to show you what the Bitcoin looked like, because I'm not negative on it on a fundamental basis, but I'm not happy about the way that it's trading. Today, we actually were a little bit down overnight. This was Friday when we went from a low of 28,900 all the way back to close at 33,580, which was a tremendous reversal. But we rallied up today right back into that same area and then turned down and closed down on the day. This is really a tough one here. It trades really kind of picture perfect for a chart. And I have a feeling that we're going to test 30,000 again. If we break this low at 28.9, this gap comes into play. And that is between about 26.2 and 24.6. I wouldn't like to see it down there, but what I like really doesn't matter. All right, everyone. Really, you got to be careful out there. This is really an extreme market, and they usually end badly. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning, and don't forget to hit the subscribe.